5 of you escaped the NKVD. And what then?
Then we separated. Each of us had a different idea of what happens next. Besides, it was easier not to attract any attention being alone. We promised ourselves we would meet again, but that never happened. After I fled to the US, I managed to handle myself in the new reality. Nonetheless, I spent the last years trying to find out how my friends were doing. Evald never got his own tombstone. His corpse was never identified. I felt bonded to the guy. This is how sharing suffering works on people. The thought I would never be able to drink to his tombstone, it still hurts today.
And this Greta lady?
Greta, stubborn and proud as she always was, stayed in Poland and continued to work in conspiracy. In '46, after the war ended, she was recognized as an AK vet and imprisoned. I've been told she refused to sign the forged statement according to which her commanders were collaborating with Germans. Sentenced to death in a ridiculous trial. Executed shortly after. Frankly, I miss her attitude. She was a great person. Leonard, Led, well, after he got better, he went into the forests with other partisans to continue fighting the Soviet occupation. Just a week after his group was compromised and eradicated, his trace appears in England. One of his silent, unseen companions told me that Led became some sort of mercenary and went into Africa. No idea what happened next, and where he's at nowadays.
What about this Lithuanian?
Lucas? He was eager to go back to Vilnius, but Led managed to convince him to keep fighting. Based on what I found out in England, it's most probably went with Led there. But I don't think he's become a mercenary. If he's still alive, he's probably smuggling something somewhere.
And this Rubble man?
Rubble went back to Lvov City back in '45. I think he wanted to rebuild things, but after Yalta, the USSR decided the city was no longer Polish, making it part of the new Ukrainian state. Rubble, along with all Poles from Lvov, was deported to the Western Poland territories, which were previously German. He ended up in Silesia, working as a miner. Replaced Evald, you might say. He's still alive, as far as I know.
Any regrets on Joachim?
Nah. He got what he deserved, right?
Mr. Ruffer, I think you should take this story to Hollywood.
No, I don't want people to know I was in the Wehrmacht. And besides, here nobody gives a shit about the Eastern Front. Like the Iron Curtain was shut and nobody cares about what happened in that part of the world. And I saw it all. And I see how Soviets are lying about things today. Can I get my prescription now?
Of course, of course. I hope you're feeling better after sharing.
Yes. I think I do feel better.
We may finish for today. So, see you in 2 weeks, as usual?
Yep, as usual. Do I feel better?